Hi everybody, welcome to today's video where I'm sharing with you my art journal page, which is part of the open collab of the hashtag PolysFairCore. And this video prompt that I'm using was water. And if you saw my other video, I had a vision of what I kind of wanted to do, which was either going to be, I just drew out this thumbnail of the little pond or the little lake with the fox here and the deer here and some trees and bushes. The other one was this one with the fox over here and the deer here and the pond or the little lake here. And I decided to go with this one. And I used different art supplies because that for me is what's important in this collab for me, is just getting me to use my art supplies, trying out different techniques. So let me go ahead and show you here my page, and then I'll walk you through what I did. So this is my page, and I really like the way it turned out. So this is the water, which I use some foil cardstock. But what I did, and this is what I was thinking of as a technique that I wanted to use, is I put plastic wrap on top of it. So first what I did is I took that foil paper cardstock and I glued saran wrap, cling wrap, whatever you want to call it, on top of it. And then I used this shape to die cut it. So it's about that big underneath there. And then what I did, so actually first of all, what I use, let me backtrack, is a book page, and I put on top of it acrylic gesso, so white acrylic gesso. This is the Hobby Lobby brand. Again, if you're going to buy anything from Hobby Lobby, that's their brand. Make sure you get it when it's the 40 or 50% off. So everything I did on here, first I worked on a book page where I put the white gesso, and this is so that if I do watercolor, it doesn't seep through, or anything with water, it doesn't seep through onto the other page. So everything was first worked on one of these pages, and I have several pages going so that I don't always have to wait for it to dry. So this is just an old book, and I've got some pages already gessoed. So so then what I did is I took some watercolor, some of that koi watercolor, and I just went ahead and put some purple, some greens, some of these light oranges. And then what I did was, this is from a magazine, so it's two pieces. There's this one here, and this was grass over here, so I just cut it to make it look as if it's going along that little pond or that little lake. And then another piece here. So let me see if I can even find. So this is what the original page was, and I just cut it out because this was grass. So I just cut it out to make it look like that. So here's actually the page, and then this was grass, this little piece here. And then what I did is I used the template that I have, that woodland template, somewhere around here, but it had that fox, and I fussy cut it. So this is one of those paint chips. I got this at Home Depot. This particular color is called Vitamin C. And so I just drew around the template and then cut it out all as one piece rather than separate pieces, because the tail and the legs would have been separate pieces. And then I tucked it in. So I put that little leg tucked in behind this just to give it perspective. That template also had a mushroom, so I drew out the mushroom. And then I just took some of my gel pens and started to just draw some leaves and flowers and the mountains. So wherever that watercolor was, I just kind of made the mountains out of that. And then I also used it to make trees. So for example, I think it was, I don't know if it was this pen here, but just like that. It doesn't have to be anything just like little triangular shapes like that to make the trees in the distance. And I did the same thing again with these over here. This was probably a different color, but just to give you an idea, that's what it was. And then I used some stickers from that sticker pack. I did sort of a flip through of this in my earlier video. And so I used some stickers from here, from these pages. I had like that deer, so I put the deer, and then these flowers and mushroom, and then this little flower here and here, just to make it seem as if it's growing here in the pond. And then I used some, let's see what I did next. Then I cut out using my We Are Memory Keepers word or letter punch. So I used that to punch out the Once Upon a Time. And then I used my Master's Touch Real brush markers, and these are water soluble. So just to give you an example, let's see. So I went on it first just like that, and then I just took my water brush. You can use a paintbrush. Just get some water going here. And then that just dissolves like that. In fact, I was thinking I would do the green here for just to continue down here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this here like that. And then I'm just going to get that dissolved a little bit. Again, I just want to try out and use my art supplies that I just haven't used in a while. So that there, and then I just glued down the Once Upon a Time, and I used one of my Master's Touch brush. Let's see which one it is. Yeah, this one here. The brush tip. So it's different than a pen. It's like that. And I use that to go into the Once Upon a Time to have that stand out. And then first I glued that down, and the page down first, and then I glued these down, the Once Upon a Time. So that's about it for this page. I like the way it turned out. And again, just using that technique, it was just an idea that I had, and I thought, well, I'll go ahead and I'll try it on this page. So the next prompt is, let's see, I think it's roses. Yes, so my next prompt is going to be roses, and I have that ephemera pack that I showed everyone yesterday what was in it, and there's several roses there, and there's an Italian song that I'm going to use as my phrase. It's called Rose rosse per te, which means red roses for you. So that is going to be already what I know my next page is going to be based upon, that theme. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. Again, if you're participating in this collab, make sure to put a comment. I would love to check out your pages. Sometimes not everyone's pages show up when I do the hashtag. So if you are participating, just go ahead and let me know. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.